Hey everyone, welcome to P Street Garage. Got a couple hours off this evening. I thought I would do a little bit of work in the car. The last time you saw me working, I had done a little bit of floor insulation. I did a little bit of dash work. Of course, I'm going to leave that alone tonight. This is what I want to get into now. So I think what I'm going to do tonight, since I do have just a few hours, I don't feel like messing with wiring and stuff like that tonight. I think I'd like to, first of all, I already have this piece installed, the back dash, or I guess it's called the package tray. In a previous video, you've seen me build this, as well as I made some door cards for back here. I've just installed this. It fits pretty good. So I thought, since I was in this vicinity here, I would reinstall this. There's like a sheet that goes here, kind of like it's kind of like a little bit of a divider that goes behind the back seat. I've got that. Maybe I could install that. And maybe I could just put one section of the carpet down and try to reinstall the back seat. So at least when I come out here to work, I would have something to sit on. So that's just an idea. Maybe I could get the back seat in and maybe try to install some of these door cards. And by doing some of this stuff, I'm also decluttering my house, because my house is full of car parts, including my dining room. So that's a step in the right direction. So let's try that. Let's try to get this piece of sheathing in place, and maybe look at putting the seat in. And also, before I go and throw this carpet down, here is my carpet. And I got this from Rock Auto. So let me know what you think about this carpet. Okay, well, here's my carpet kit for the car. I ordered the black carpet. I ordered the carpet for the center console with floor shifter. Of course, my car did not originally have a floor shifter, but I did put one in. So I ordered for center console and fitted for a floor shifter. So I'm not sure exactly how that hump is going to line up with my shifter. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. It's not a bad piece of carpet. So it's in two pieces, basically, front and back is what it looks like. And it comes with a bunch of smaller strips, probably for the edges and stuff, because where the floor of the car ends, there's a little side piece that was done more like in a vinyl, the strip, and I think that's what these are for, but I'm not even really sure. I have no idea how this is going to fit. This carpet came from Rock Auto, Auto Custom Carpets. They're the manufacturer. It comes from the US, of course. Now, I went through all the trouble of insulating my floors, but the carpet, it is a proper automotive carpet. It comes with some insulation and sound deadening, so that's really good, which means, because you've seen my previous videos, I put down that insulation material. It's kind of like a foil it's like a thermal foily kind of bubble wrap thing. And what I was going to do is I was going to put my old insulation on top. But since this carpet, I've just received this carpet, and it's pretty good stuff. So I'm not going to need any of that old stuff. So I can go ahead and throw all that out, because there's plenty of insulation under here. So, yeah, hopefully, I have no idea how it's going to fit. It did say that it would fit a Mercury Comet with a center console and a floor shift. Now that hump looks like it's not exactly where where I installed my shifter, but like I said, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. It's black. That's what I wanted. My car's yellow. The interior is going to be black and yellow. This originally was a red car. Actually, it might have been a white car with a red interior. So anyway, yeah, here is the carpet. And there's Willow. She's not too impressed with my carpet. Willow. Psst. Psst. No, she's totally unimpressed. No, she just wants to, she probably wants to use that as a pee pad. I better put this away. Yeah, you. Okay, well that was the carpet. Now, this is the divider piece, and it's a little bit dusty. I don't really know if this is really required, but other than this tiny little tear, it's really all here. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to give it a wipe down, and I'm going to attempt to put that back up here. Okay, well here's that back piece in. Well, that took 2 seconds really. So I'm thinking I want to put a piece of carpet down. I'm going to put the rear carpet in. But before I do that, I want to do the carpet. I want to do the seat. But before, I got to do these door cards. These are my homemade door cards. You've seen this in previous videos. So let's just see. We should be able to make these fit. I got the trim. I got my homemade door cards. If any of you have never seen these are made out of old leftover COVID signs that were being thrown away. So I thought they were perfect material, perfect thickness. I just glued some vinyl on there, some marine grade vinyl. So I'll try that one here. Excuse this light. I've got one over here as well. That should go in something like this. I just got to poke a hole right there for the window, and there's a hole back here, so that should line up if I measured right. Hopefully that lines up. There is a piece of trim on each side and another little tiny bracket that goes somewhere in the bottom. I think that holds that in somewhere. Right now I don't remember because I gutted this car last summer, so we'll figure this out. Get these if I can get these 2 boards in, that'll be good. And then I'll throw the chunk of carpet down, and let's try to get a seat in. We'll have a cozy place to hang out, if anything else. Okay, let's see how this goes. Okay, well, a little bit of progress here. Door cards in place. Got a door card in over here. Excuse the shadow. Let's clean this floor up. Let's see how this carpet fits now. And if the carpet's half decent, I don't even remember if it's the back that goes first or the bottom, but let's see if we could maybe get this seat in. Alright, let's try it. Okay, well, I'm plugging away at my carpet, and what I wanted to do tonight is I wanted to get the back carpet in so I can get the seats in, or get the back seat in. But before I commit to installing the seat, I really need to figure out how this carpet is going to go in. Now I think I got the back in okay. I really wasn't sure. I really don't know what these gigantic grooves are. Maybe unless it's for the seat track for sliding back and forth. I'm not sure. My front seats are nowhere near ready to be reinstalled. I just wanted to get this out of the way. But there's no point committing to that until I'm sure about up here. And I think I'm pretty close to being on the right track. Now the front piece is pretty good. I got the front piece in. Of course, when I ordered the carpet, I ordered the kit for the floor shifter, and I probably should not have done that. I should have done something with a column shift, because although I went and installed the floor shifter, obviously when they're referring to a floor shifter, they probably meant a manual. So there's all this extra carpet here, but that's not the end of the world. The front piece is fitting in pretty good. It's pretty square. There's quite a bit of looseness here, but I mean, this might relax over time. A little bit of material here, but I think I can live with that, because my shifter, I'm still not even 100% decided on this shifter. And I can always trim a lot of the material around to reveal the actual box that's there, and then I can make my own boot, and then some of this can be pulled back and trimmed, so I'm not worried about that. It's got a nice little pad there for your feet. That's nice, little vinyl pad. And right in here is the slot for the gas pedal, so I'm on the right track here. And there's a slit up here, so it allows that upper piece to fold and tuck underneath this ventilation diverter. So pretty good up here. Now where I'm gonna pack it in here tonight, because it's now midnight, and if this is correct and this is correct, what am I supposed to do with this? Now I've got all kinds of little odds and ends and bits. I got these long strips. I got long strips like this. I don't really know what to do with. See, the carpet here has a finished edge. So I'm not sure if this edge is supposed to be at the edge of this hump or at the bottom of this hump over here on this side. I'm not sure. These slots over here, this one kind of align. I think this is a seatbelt hook. Does not really align with the other seatbelt hook. I mean, that's over here, and I mean there's holes I would have to punch back in here for the back seat bracket. So that's why I'm not gonna commit anything right now, because I got to do a bit more research. I have no idea what to do with these long strips. Now there are slightly shorter ones, and I'm just trying to go by a little bit of logic here. Some of these have where is it? If I turn this around this way, this has a little slit. So I was thinking maybe that would go here. Make sure I keep you in the shot. So if that would go there, then this could cover the hump, and the finished edge could be over top. But all right. Filming and working, you need to need a third hand. But anyway, if I did something like this, this kind of seems like it wants to go here, and then the finished edge would sort of finish, the finished edge would land on top of the raw edge, and that would take care of the hump. And then but I mean, what about this? I mean, shit, I could have went to the hardware store, got my own carpet if I thought I was going to have to do this. I mean, I realize it's under the seat. It's a raw edge. It's a raw edge. Raw edge, raw edge. I mean, maybe it's this. I don't know. It's pretty piss poor if that's what the design is, but I can't. It must be something I'm missing. So what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to pack it in for tonight. Like I said, it's midnight. Made a little bit of progress. That's good. I'm not going to commit to punching holes in this carpet and installing this back seat if I only got to turn around and take it all out. So I'm going to call it for now, and I'm going to do a bit of research, and we'll get back and we'll figure out this carpet, and we'll progress on this interior. All right. Okay, well, it's the next day. And of course, I've been thinking about this carpet. I was thinking about this carpet yesterday and not really understanding what was going on here. But I mean, I think it's not very hard. I think all it is, like this carpet simply, I was trying to form fit it back here, see? Because you had this nice where the tunnel goes, and then you had this slit. I could make it come up here. But I think at the end of the day, and this does have an unfinished edge, so it makes sense that this would go all the way this way to tuck underneath here. And I think what it comes down to it is simply, there's no carpet under that back seat. And of course, most of the carpet was out of the car when I got it. But I think if I bring this up this way, tuck this in like this, and you think, well, it's a little bit weird because you still got these slits here, but as it turned out in this case, the slits kind of correspond, or they seem pretty close to the holes in the floor for the seat, for the front seat. So there's one here, and there's one somewhere back here. There's a little rib underneath, and that would put me pretty much right there. So I think this is it. I think you bring this up, you tuck it in. Let me go fix up that other side a little bit. I think this is it. I think I got it. I mean, it wasn't overly complicated. I don't know why I didn't think of this yesterday. Maybe because it was late. Anyway, I'm not sure if this has to be pushed up a little bit or pulled back a little bit. But I think I'm on the right track. And of course, they make this flap here to go. They make this flap to go inside to make it wrap around the tunnel, but where the center console comes in. But I don't know why there's way too much material. But anyway, because all you need in here is a skinny strip. But anyway, I think this is more of how it goes, and I don't think there's any carpet under the back seat. Now, I was hanging on to all this old stuff here, and I think that looks like crap. I think this, if I can pull this out, this looks like, with those two big notches and the two back corners taken out, back corner, and those two notches for the seat floor or the seat bottom, those notches look like they would correspond with this. So I guess that's what they had in the car originally. I remember pulling this out of the car when I gutted this car last summer. There was little bits of carpet, but most of the carpet was gone. There was a little bit under this tunnel here where the center console was. There was a little bit of red carpet. I think most of it was gone. So, I don't know. Is it worth laying this back down? I mean, at one time, this probably would have had, and it's kind of ratty looking now, and there's no insulation. If there was some insulation like this, might have been worth adding that. I mean, because it's under the seat, I thought I could just throw it down, but I think it's kind of pointless now. My metallic-y foil bubble wrap will have to do. And I think this is it. I think this is what we're going to do. So essentially, my whole thing was to get the carpet out here in order to install the seats and everything. But obviously, I can install my seat without the carpet. I thought that would have seemed backwards, but I guess there is no carpet back here. So I'm going to roll this carpet back up. I'll bring it back inside the house where it's nice and safe. I'll get to reclutter up my living room, dining room, which is what I didn't want to do. But anyway, it's cold out here, and I don't want the carpet to stay. So if this is a go, and I think this is, then what do I do with all these? I still have all these strips that came in the kit. So I don't know, maybe I'll throw them back here so we can see them. I don't know. I'm not saying these go here, but I'm not saying they go there, but I'm just gonna lay them down just because, you know, I kind of had a breakthrough there that I realized that I was laying this wrong. So maybe I'll have, sorry, excuse the filming, maybe I'll have another one. There's another little piece like this. I don't know. See, I thought maybe these would unless this gets pulled up even more, then these could be designed to wrap around the hump. Maybe these are for the hump somehow. Maybe you're supposed to glue these down on the hump. Still not sure. Still not 100%. And then there's these really silly long ones. And these have now this has a little bit of this one here, wait a minute. You can figure this out. This has kind of a double slot. Could that go somewhere here like that? Oh, gosh. I really don't know. Maybe they just threw in some scraps. Now, the other thing that I thought maybe it could be on that edge. Because that flat edge over there, when I did gut the car, that flat edge was that. I've got this painted black right now, and that's probably what I'm going to go with. Because the carpet is meant to go flat, not wrap up. The carpet's meant to go flat, and then that was all wrapped in a vinyl, like in a vinyl fabric. But, I mean, I was happy just to keep it black, painted black, but maybe that's what this is going to be for. Anyway, let me roll this carpet up, bring it inside, and, I guess we'll carry on with the seat. We will have our cozy sitting spot. Okay, well, I'm still fiddling with this carpet. I took it out, brought it in, then I brought it back out. I've shuffled it up, I've shuffled it back. For the most part, I think I have a pretty good idea how it's going to go. I think it does curl up a little bit here, just past the hump, and hopefully just the edge will sort of go underneath the bottom of the seat. I still have no idea where those strips go. I don't know. So for now, the carpet's back out here. She's peeled back. I've got my newly painted seat. Of course, from this angle, you can really see those two tears perfectly, but in the previous video, I refinished these seats with the vinyl and fabric paint, and it turned out quite well, all things considered. So I'm going to throw this seat in, and then once and for all, we'll see where this carpet's supposed to land. Okay, well, our back piece is in. That's fitting quite nice. Now let's try to wrestle in the seat. Okay, we got our seat bottom in. That literally took 2 seconds. Now I'm looking at the nice tight fit against the floor. Now I'm gonna fiddle with this carpet again just to see. Okay, well, there we have it. The seat is in. You just saw the seat. But now I went back and I tucked the carpet underneath. So that carpet just makes that lip. There's no carpet under the back seat. I pull it up here. And then I'm going to have to fiddle with this front one here. I'm not sure. Anyway, the finished edge will come above this one. Whether it's supposed to come up here or down here. Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of the seat will be here, but somehow I don't really like this seam on the corner like this. Maybe, I don't know if this is proper or not, but anyway, I think we're kind of on the right track there. So, of course, now what I'm going to do something really dumb. I want to get in here. Because now at least I got a place to, I can take my breaks when I'm working out here. But now with all this fancy stuff, I gotta take my shoes off. I'm gonna get in here just to see what she looks like from back here. Well. Okay, well, there's still lots of work to do, but I think we've kind of come a long way. I can't even remember where this video is going. Yeah, okay, I'm not going to say anything because I might mess everything up. But anyway, the back seat in, the carpet is in for now. I still got quite a bit of trimming to do around that shifter, and I still might even change that shifter. I think I've mentioned that half a dozen times. I'm going to need a steering wheel. I'm going to need to reinstall my gauge cluster. I have, off camera, reinstalled my key ignition switch, my wiper switches, my cigar lighter. I think you saw that one. So kind of getting there. Got the visors tentatively put in. I think I'm going to jump back in the front, and I'm going to do the air duct, the ventilation for the air ducts. And I got my dash grill that's going to go back on top. And maybe, since I'm back here, see, all over the place as usual, maybe I can reinstall my armrests and my window cranks. But yeah, starting to look like a cabin. I mean, if you look at my previous video where I was gutting this car, although I still have a long way to go, I've got quite a bit done. So, okay, let's progress. Okay, well, I just took out the old shifter that I had installed, and like I said, I didn't really like this shifter. There's no lock mechanism for the park or anything, and it was really flopsy. It was very, very loose. No way to really tighten it. I decided I'm going to abandon this, although it did work. I decided I would try this one. This one here. Same principle, but a little bit different design. This one has the locking pin and everything, so once the car's in park, it can't accidentally be knocked out. The only difference is this one hangs down quite a bit lower, so it will require some modification in the tunnel. So, I want this to go in there. Now, when I bought my car, it also came with this piece, which, I don't know, some sort of something that could go maybe like this somewhere, if it was trimmed a bit and fitted. And I really had no intentions on using this, but now that I've ordered this carpet with the floor shift design, there's a lot of material here, and maybe that material would be taken up by this hump. And at the same time, if I could somehow trim this, and I wouldn't even need to weld this. I think maybe I would just trim this to fit a little bit and maybe bolt it in place. And then somehow this could go in here. Somehow. And that would give me the height I need to reach the linkage. Because this one here is quite a bit deeper than the old one. This here hangs down quite a bit. This is touching the transmission. So, I'm not sure if this is going to work, but let me have a go at this and see if I can maybe nibble away a little bit. See if I could fit this so that it makes a little bit of sense. Maybe, maybe not. Let's have a try. Okay, well, I got my shifter in. Lighting's not very good here. So I got my shifter in. I ended up using this this adapter, metallic piece, whatever you want to call it. That came with the car when I had it. I just fastened it down with self-tapping screws, and I trimmed off a little bit what I thought was going to be in the way, and I've readjusted it. And right now, with the locking device, I've got the pin in here, so I'm able to park, and I can reverse, neutral, drive. And the shifter is nice, and it's not wiggly and wobbly like the old one. So that's good. So that shifter's in. Yeah, this is not exciting here, but so be it. It's nice and sturdy. And all that excess carpet I had, maybe this will help to use up some of that old carpet. We'll see how it looks. Anyway, this will all be covered up. But like I said, there is quite a lot of carpet here, so that might help to smooth things out a bit. Okay, let's see how she fits. Okay, so I've got the carpet laid in now. I think I got this figured out somewhat. It's fitting pretty good. Looks okay. Looks okay up here. I trimmed around where the center console is going to be, so I had to slice along here and there. Not sure why they didn't provide that, but no big deal. I'm still going to have to poke some holes for the seat belt mountings. So when I do that, there's one here, one over there. That'll lay even flatter. So I'm pretty happy with that. The scrap bits, I still don't know what those were for. Maybe for the edges along there, but I'm not going to bother. I'm happy with that, just painted in black. And you saw my new shifter. I put the new shifter in with that extra hump that sort of came with it, and that's going to help take up a lot of this carpet. So it's already fitting better. I just have to figure out some kind of a boot for that. But happy with the carpet. Looks good. Of course, it's already dirty, but that's just the way it is. Okay.